Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NoPopPodcast. We have just had Saturday night's main event in Tampa, Florida, and it was exciting, but damn did it flow by. Like, a lot of the matches, like CM Punk and Sami Zayn's tag team match was really over before it started, stuff like that. But let's get into it. We definitely had some exciting moments. Perhaps the most exciting moment of the show, we had the tag team match open first. CM Punk and Sami Zayn team up against Seth and Bron Breakker. I liked immediately noticing that Seth and Bron both matching in the black.
Yes.
I thought that was cold, and they need that.
I will say, Bron Breakker's ring attire looked very nice for once. For once, a lot of the time he comes out and it looks terrible, and I think it's because you weren't able to see the meaner than evil.
Yeah,
the American.
It was
badass.
still there.
It was there, but it didn't look.
It was just hidden. Yeah, it wasn't in my face.
And I really like Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn's gear was nice.
His gear was fine. I don't know. Maybe it was a shout out to what country he's from.
Yeah, I don't know where he's from, Saudi Arabia or something like that.
Like
Green and red, got the Arabic on the back.
Yeah.
It looked very nice, very clean.
God,
and with the grey boots as well.
He can go, bro.
He can go.
He's so good in the rig.
But that's what I feel like. This was over so quick. We had the commercial. Obviously, it's on YouTube. So we had the commercial breaks midway through it. And that's something we expected because it happened with the last Saturday night's main event.
Probably like 40 minutes of just commercial breaks.
Genuinely.
Maybe half an hour, I'd say.
And not even actual commercials. Literally just a screen saying commercial break. I wonder where... It's on NBC in America, I think. But we watch it on YouTube. Maybe they got more of the match. Do you know what I mean? Because you remember that time we watched it and it was Cody and Kevin.
In the middle,
and the stuff was there, the match was there, and the ads were there. I think they would have gotten that.
They did eight ads in a row.
Yeah, that was mental. It was crazy. I almost don't like that either.
No.
But in that way, I would have seen the match. You know what I mean? I feel like we didn't get a lot. We must have got like 8 minutes of wrestling here for every match.
Still had fun.
It
was like, damn, you're looking at the time. It's like, this match hasn't even started. I'm like, damn, we still got 3 more matches. How are they going to fit this time?
Yeah. One thing I want to note as well, because obviously I love CM Punk. I know you like him as well, but Punk pulled out a Code Red on Rollins, the Sunset Flip Powerbomb.
Is that called a Code Red?
He just called it a Code Red, yeah.
Who called it a Code Red?
On our little stat sheet here, the recap of the show, it is called a Code Red. So there you go.
That was weird because the commentator called it a Code Red, but I thought it was just a Sunset.
I guess it's... I don't think Zelina's the one who invented it, calling the Code Red.
But because Mexican Destroyer, Canadian Destroyer.
Well, that's different because that's like a power driver. This was like a power bomb.
Right. Okay.
That's the difference.
They look so similar,
I know it's the
so it's hard to tell the difference.
But Punk pulled that out of nowhere. That was fantastic on Seth Rollins. One thing I will say is Seth really didn't have a lot this match at all, from what I recall. He looked like a bit of a pitch. It looked like a bit of an afterthought in there, which is fine because he still won. He still looks like the smart ass, doesn't he?
The architect.
The architect. Yeah, it was.
What a twat.
Yeah, it was a lot of Braun and Sami. I might be misremembering, but
CM Punk had a nice little
CM Punk. Well, that's what I like about this because CM Punk had to be taken out because he was cooking that much. Do you know what I mean? And that's what keeps him looking dangerous whilst also making this new faction look good. So they don't have a name, by the way. I don't think they need a name. It's just whatever. I don't know what I'm calling them.
The Bronze.
The Bronze. Fuck. Thank you for saying, because that takes us into our next point. During the match, some loon, hopped the barricade, except it wasn't a civilian. It was Bronson Reed.
Oh, could you not tell by how big he was?
How big he was, yeah. On God, all muscle. He hops the barricade and squishes CM Punk clean through the barricade, leaving Sami Zayn at the mercy of Braun. And goddamn, it was absolutely nasty. And CM Punk's made of fine china, so I worry about him when he goes through anything like that. But yeah, it was fantastic. And we've uploaded a short little video on this about Braun being the one that's in this, because at first I thought, he just hates CM Punk. Maybe CM Punk will be busy with that for a bit. But no, he fully gets in the ring, shake hands with Seth Rollins, shakes hands with Braun, and stands alongside them. I'm annoyed alone at the fact that it's Braun Breakker and Bronson Reed. That is so annoying.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
If I was a commentator, I'd be very annoyed trying to... Here comes Braun and
Braun.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. There's a lot of people in the back.
That's such a little nitpick.
I know, but
I feel like that's actually...
It's a reasonable nitpick. You're building a faction. I mean, fuck. Get Braun Strowman back. Chuck him in as well. Yeah. Bronson. Good God, I feel like that's annoying. And you know what's not a nitpick? The fact that what we said in the video is that Breaker and Bronson kind of feel like not the same guy, but they're doing the same role. They're like both the Batista in Evolution.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
the big strong,
strong muscle.
We've just got two big strong muscly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
The powerhouse, the enforcer.
Yeah. We had a few more good spots during the match. Sami Zayn hits a nice exploder suplex as he does on Bron Breakker. God, that move scares me, dude. I thought Bron landed on his head. Heyman pulls it to Sami Zayn's leg. Like we said in the video, he is getting too big for his boots, too big for his loafers. He's going to get his comeuppance. He's going to get his receipt one day.
He needs to get something. Someone needs to powerbomb him through the table.
Again. Punk tried it at the end, and he crawled back to the ring, grabbed Paul Heyman's leg, and then they hold down CM Punk and allow Bronson to hit him with the tsunami. Nice to have you back, Bronson. He was on a run last year with Braun Strowman, that rivalry.
Yeah.
Remember that? He's the one that put him through the car, or maybe the other way. Yeah, he put Braun through the car. And I don't know. It's like, how do they explain this one? How did they explain this one on Monday night?
He's the architect.
Seth being like, I know you put me out for 3 months with 7 tsunamis, but you're the future, kid. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
it doesn't really make sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, Seth hates whoever for whatever, and he's willing to forgive and forget that a few months later. I don't know. Let's see how it's explained. I'm pretty sure Braun and Bronson were both going after the IC for a bit as well. I think he hates all of them.
Yeah, they were on Raw, weren't they?
They're all. It's you're shitting where you eat a bit coming back into there, because you're coming back in and everyone's got a bit of history and whatever. But definitely, this is the first exciting moment of the show, and I think it was for the moment. There wasn't much of the match. I enjoyed what we got, and obviously we're 1-1 on predictions. No, 1-0, yeah, because we get this right. Seth and Braun pin, defeat Sami and Punk, which they should. Breaker pin Sami Zayn as well. Good, yeah, fun.
Solid match. It was just quite short.
Yeah, crazy. It was the opener as well.
Yeah, the main point of it was to have Braun. What's his name again?
Bronson.
Yeah,
that was the main point. It was a story in it. This is a very important storyline in WWE, and this was the point. One thing I will say, if I'm being super nitpicky, is obviously the CM Punk pop is huge. You got to put that in the show somewhere when they're not too tired. Get them energized. But you know how John? We'll speak about this as well. So spoiler alert, but John comes back in the show, doesn't he, after his match against Truth? You should have had Truth and John open, so then people forget about John for ages. It's been ages.
Yeah.
And then he comes into the main event. Like, I'm talking.
That makes sense.
Start of the show, end of the show, you get John Cena both. Rather than middle of the show, then 20 minutes later he's back. You should have had it a bit longer. Anywho.
Didn't hate it, though.
No, I didn't hate it. No, that's if I'm being really nitpicky. We get the Women's United States Championship match. This just got confirmed. This wasn't in our prediction video. That's what I hate about SmackDowns before PLEs, dude.
Yeah, they just added that match on, which...
Do you know what that means?
What?
That means if we want to get it right every time, we need to make a prediction video after SmackDown on Saturday.
Right,
that's bullshit, dude. You can't do that. You got to give videos time to cook and predictions, especially because people are always throwing around ideas. We can't wait until the Saturday when it's like the same night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did you think about this match getting confirmed? Not much, right?
Not much, dude. I like Chelsea Green, but I'm not loving Selena as champion right now.
Me neither.
And I think anyone could have told you Selena was going to retain.
Yeah.
And it was a okay match.
Chelsea looked good.
Yeah, the code red off the apron was pretty fun, but she botched the 619 and then ended up just kicking her in the face and absolutely busted her open. Just bleeding, Chelsea was, from the nose, mouth. It looked disgusting. She's always bleeding all the time, dude.
Who? Chelsea? She's a bleeder.
She is a bleeder. And
I don't know. It says even here in our report, which we can link below. Vega hit the 619 on Green, which appeared to have busted her nose upon impact. Yeah, she really didn't get much momentum around on the swing, so she stopped in the middle, basically on the apron, and just swung her leg forward.
Yeah, and I thought the crowd booed her. I thought they were booing her because she failed the 619. But no, I think they were doing
the interference.
The Hervis.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, dude? Because it wasn't a great recovery from them.
No.
There's sometimes like when Jade botches or when Who else? Nathan Frazier messes up a suicide dive. They very quickly recover. This was like she paused. Chelsea sold it. She like climbed up onto the turnbuckle very slowly. It gave time. They let the fans think about it. Do you know what I mean? But either way, it looked nasty. The code red from the top rope. I mean, good God, I wouldn't want to take that. One thing I also want to say as well that we forgot early in the match, we got a powerbomb on the outside. Remember? Chelsea Green powerbombed Lena.
I completely forgot about that.
That was disgusting, bro. Jinx. 2 bodies, 1 man. It was foul. There was some sort of snap or crack or something, and you don't.
It's because she hit the back and then her head whiplashed after.
Yeah,
so
she was like
it was a 2-part, and it was disgusting.
It was foul. Ugh. Yeah. One thing we'll say is I know Chelsea has a lot of interference and bullshit during her matches. She looked really good during that match. Yeah, she came out on fire, and that's what I think we need to do. Slowly let Chelsea start getting more offense until she's competent and can win a match on her.
She could definitely be the like a women's world champion heavyweight title.
Yes. And
give it to him. Just give it to him.
Absolutely, yeah. And apparently, for any anime fans out there, Vega's outfit was
My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia. Little shout out to that.
That's what didn't I say that mid-match? I was like, she's dressed up as Almighty.
Yeah, you did. I wonder what the fuck you were talking about.
That's what I was talking about, her outfit.
Oh, there you go. Well, then we have the one that we're all excited to see. Middle of the show. John Cena versus R-Truth non-title match. It's not about the gold for Truth. It's about the respect. He comes in. John comes out first, which was strange. He comes in, his usual shit. John Cena, black and white. Won't spend too much time talking about that. He gets in the ring. And then we hear John Cena's music again.
And I thought it was a complete botch. I thought it was like they
messed up.
They messed up or
yeah,
something.
that would have been hilarious. But they don't. We get R-Truth coming out in his full John Cena get-up. This was awesome. Absolutely awesome.
He came out, did the thing.
Yeah, ran to the ring.
Time to go to work.
Time to go to work. He did it all. He
slid in the ring. He did. Ran the ropes.
Through the cap.
Oh, literally.
He did everything that
it was better than John's.
Yeah, it was better than John's.
I'll tell you what, I was actually more hyped when John.
R-Truth came out because he gave us everything that John does.
Yeah, Ron Cena.
Ron Cena, of course. John did not like that one bit. He rips the t-shirt off of R-Truth.
Takes the little towel as well.
Takes the towel off him. He left the jorts on though, thank God. Didn't do that. But basically, this match couldn't have been 5 minutes, which we knew it wouldn't have been, but we enjoyed it very, very much.
Yeah, we get John Cena to start off with the 5 moves to do.
Yeah, almost immediately. Don't swing. R-Truth swung. Gets the whatever, the back suplex, back drop, the protoplex. Drops him on him. Hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. Doesn't get the AA. Does he get the AA?
No,
Truth
he
escaped.
Did get the AA.
Wait, Cena looked for that. Truth escaped from the AA and then hit his own 5 moves of doom.
That's what happened.
Yeah, because if he hit the AA, it'd have been over.
His own 5 moves of doom.
And then,
which look, by the way, when John Cena did "You Can't See Me," didn't pop.
Mm-mm.
When R-Truth did it,
"You Can't See Me," I know. Yeah, on God, didn't even realize that. Obviously, Ron's got it down now. He's and
like you said, mirror match was
mirror match. It was a mirror match. They were literally doing their own moves, and now John Cena. Well, we'll get into the finish. They brought to the outside a little bit. John throws him into the ring post, throws Truth back into the ring, goes to get the championship belt. We've seen this one before, but then he gets in the ring. He's looking at the belt. He's looking at Truth. And he goes, "No, I can't."
I can't do this.
There has to be a better way. He gives the belt to the ref while the refs turn his back. Yeah. He kicks R-Truth in the dick and hits him with the AA. 1, 2, 3.
That's it.
We didn't believe the R-Truth would be the one to Thor.
No, we thought it was going to be a squash match. But I'm grateful we had a little bit of time. Yeah. It was fun.
We got the tease of the babyface turn. So, we've got 6 months till it's all over. Do you know what I mean? It's like we're gonna have to get there soon, but it wasn't here. It wasn't Truth that was gonna break through that cold, icy heart. Fantastic. We were pissing ourselves during this match because it was just a fun time. And John Cena defeats R-Truth, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. You really just need to sit down, not take it too seriously.
Yeah, God, that was so much fun.
Yeah. And then, immediately after the match, we get John Cena backstage with Jey Uso, both men holding each championship, and John Cena says, "Imagine that when I leave here and take this belt home, and you lose that to a YouTuber. That sounds like it would really ruin wrestling."
And I feel like they were heating up the Night of Champions match
When it's John
and Jey.
Are they going to do that again this year? Because it was Gunther and Cody last time, wasn't it?
I hope they don't, and I don't know if we can. We can cover it, but I don't know if we can do reaction videos.
Probably not. Saudi are pretty, yeah.
So I think we stay away from that.
That's fine, but we can do all the videos on it, and then we'll get another Crown Jewel champion, right?
Yes, we will.
Incredible. Can't wait. I will be there. Then we have the steel cage match, and I enjoyed this for what it was.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Not really excited for it. They had a video package trying to hype up the match. I'm not buying.
Mm-mm.
I just kind of want this to be over. And they are 2-2 going into this, so whoever wins this should theoretically win.
And win it.
But are they going to end a rivalry at Saturday night's main event, where it's not really a PLE?
Well.
And the way it finished as well. Is it... the body wasn't happy with how it finished.
No, he wasn't happy with much tonight, was he?
Nope.
But one thing I will say is, if you're not going to end the rivalry at Mania, where are you going to end it?
Yeah, Saturday night's main
SummerSlam? I fucking hope not.
I really hope that's it.
Yeah, I hope that's it.
We're going to watch Friday Night SmackDown next week and realise it's not it and be upset and disappointed.
I hope not. What other way can you end a rivalry other than Damien?
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So the match was what it was. We had a South of Heaven by Drew McIntyre. We had one by Damian Priest really early into the match. We had a Claymore as well.
It looked like Damien did a Claymore.
He might have done, that might have been it.
That might have been, because if he's going to hit South of Heaven, he's going to hit Claymore.
He would, yeah. And obviously Drew brings chairs into the ring, which bites him in the arse later on, as we'll get into.
He got a chair to the throat, which didn't look very nice.
Disgusting, by the way.
Suplex off the
top of the cell, yeah. That was crazy. And very nasty.
And Damien tries to Drew tries to set up a Claymore through a chair in the corner, which he misses miserably.
He does, yeah. That's what won him at Mania. Trying it again, it's never better the second time around. He hits his leg on the chair, it allows Damien to capitalise, and before you know it, South of Heaven doesn't cover him, which I thought would have ended the match. Yeah. But then we get a concerto, which they even said on commentary, that's how Damien saw off his mentor Edge when he created the Judgment Day. Hits the concerto on him, and good God, Drew wasn't moving. He was laying there flat, arms by his side, and Damien just sort of sauntered out of the cage, walked down the steps. There was a moment where he paused, and we thought, is he going to turn back?
Yeah, because he hadn't put both feet at the outside of the arena.
Yeah, if he turned back, this wouldn't have been over. Can you imagine if he turned back, then Drew rolled him up or something?
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
You can't do anything. Drew couldn't do anything in that match.
I hope that really is it.
I hope so too.
Because that's the second time Drew McIntyre has lost a rivalry in a row. And I get it, because Damien's never been a world champion. Drew has.
So I guess Damien's been a world champion.
Has he?
Yeah.
World heavyweight. I guess he wants the universal champion then.
Yeah.
He's never been that champion.
He's never been that one, no. And I don't know. Really devalues the other championship, doesn't it? But they're all on SmackDown. They're all going for the US title. Drew says he would have been a Grand Slam champ if he'd have won the US title. And Damien looks back at Drew laying flat out and just takes 2 steps off the steel steps, wins the match. Yeah.
Rest in peace, jackass.
Rest in peace, jackass. It was fun. I enjoyed it, yeah.
It was fun. Enjoyed it, but I really hope we're not going to get any more.
Yeah.
I've been begging for this to end. Everyone's been no one's asked for this.
No.
Everyone who talks about this doesn't want this to happen, doesn't want it to continue. They want it to be over.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And Bev's right, talking about Jesse Ventura. He didn't like it how Priest went through the door to win the match, which is just like very the cowards these days. You know what I mean? Like,
he wanted him to climb out the ring.
He wanted him to pin him. That's what I reckon. He wanted him to finish it. He wanted him to finish it with a 1-2-3 in the steel cage, which he could have done. He just walked. I hope that isn't an open door to, you didn't pin me.
Unfortunately, I think that is an open door.
Fuck.
I think that is an open door. I was thinking, because he didn't pin him, because he didn't climb out of the ring or whatever, and he just walked away. I didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no bell. Well, I did, and I want to move on because I hate this. And then we're on to the main event. Fantastic. We have World Heavyweight Championship match. Jey Uso, the champion, versus Logan Paul, the Maverick. And this was... We were looking at the time bar of the show, and we were like, damn, we've got 10 minutes left. We're not going to get a full match. And again, one thing the show did is it left you wanting more, I feel like.
And unfortunately, we had 10 minutes to go, and there was about 3 minutes commercial break in the middle of the match. So we really didn't have much time at all.
No, it didn't give you enough time to think, are they going to give it to Jey?
And a weird thing that happened was Jey Uso came out first. Why did the champion come out first? Did the champions come out second?
Don't know.
That made no sense to me.
I don't know. Very silly. I think it might be the way they announced. No, they even say introducing the challenger as they come in. Yeah. Like, they did it all the wrong way all night. And we get a few nice moves. We get Logan Paul hitting the blockbuster.
That was nice.
We get Logan hitting a dive to the outside on Jey Uso. Very nice.
He tried to hit a buckshot Larry and a super kick.
Super kick. Buckshot Larry into a super kick. Very nice. Like, he got knocked out.
Pop-up Samoan drop.
Yes, by Jey. We got a lion salt by Logan Paul. His is so nice. That moonsault he does off the springboard. It's beautiful. Chris Jericho-esque. And Jey's just not going down. And then we get... the infamous, like we spoke about in the video, the Logan Paul was in the corner being held. He pulls the turnbuckle pad off, exposing the harsh steel. And later in the match, Jey Uso spears himself into the middle turnbuckle, takes all that steel on, and then catches the lucky punch as well. And that's titanium. That's a titanium fist right there.
And that should be it.
That should be it. If you get a rope break on it, fair enough. If you get a ref pull, something like that, Jey kicking out is crazy from that. That's
that was ridiculous that he kicked out of that.
Because then when Jey does lose the championship, what the hell are you going to beat him with? You know what I mean?
You got to murder him.
You got to kill that man. You got to get the zip ties out.
No pulls.
Yeah, and during this whole debacle, we had Jey look like he was going to win it with an Uso splash, and John Cena comes back into the match and he beats the brakes off of Jey Uso, and you're thinking, holy shit, Logan Paul's going to win this. He could win this.
Yeah, I really thought he had it.
And it's like we said in the video, it is in character with what John wants to do. It wouldn't have surprised me if they put the belt on Logan Paul like a fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ruining wrestling, Logan Paul's champ. Like, goddamn. Which you're playing with title lineage here. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, you can have it one day. Just like this. It's crazy. Yeah. They're playing with it. They're actually playing with it. But it's like, it's such a monumental moment. And then Cody Rhodes returns. The American Nightmare is back. And this was a big pop from us. We've not seen him since Mania. And it's like we said, he needed this time away from the fans just a little bit to make them miss him. And they did. The pop was huge. And they were cheering for him taking on John Cena, as were we. And this allows Jey Uso to pick up the win on Logan Paul. Yeah, definitely left me wanting more, but in a good way. Because I was like, that was really fun.
That was really fun.
I wish it went a bit longer. Wish a lot of these matches went longer. Yeah, fantastic. Really enjoyed it. And that closes the book on Saturday night's main event, or does it? Because we have Cody Rhodes picking up the mic, pulls Jey Uso to his feet and says, you've ruined enough. Your last few matches runs through Rhodes country. And I've got a tag partner. You've got a tag partner. I'll see you at Money in the Bank.
Hell yeah.
He's calling his own shots, dude. Love it. Love it.
I cannot wait. It's going to be fun.
And that's good because that's the first match confirmed for Money in the Bank that's not a ladder match, right? That's not the 2 ladder matches.
Yes.
And it's good because, these big shows like this, like the Rumble, they need other matches to make us excited, And we're getting it. Logan Paul and John tagging. And you made a very good point about why they'd put John with Logan.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It makes complete sense. Everyone hates Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
What way do you make John hated? Put him with Logan Paul.
Exactly.
Because his heel run's not been great. And everyone's still cheering him. Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but now they are trying these dirty tactics.
How are they going to cheer him now? If you cheer John, you're cheering Logan.
Yeah.
I'll be cheering both of them, dude. I don't give a shit. Fantastic. I enjoyed the show, but it is just, you can't expect too much from a Saturday night's main event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a SummerSlam. It happens like 6 times a year. we will cover it again because I know they'll be back.
It's
They're
fun.
already back.
It's always so fun.
Yeah.
July 25th, next
Yeah.
Saturday night main event.
There you go. And it's like Bev says, they are always so fun. The presentation, everything. It feels special. It feels fun. The crowd's always live. The cards are always fun. It's like exhibitions sometimes, you know what I mean? And it's good. It's fun. We had a few great moments from this show, like Bronson aligning with Seth, like John and Jey interacting, John and Logan Paul, Cody coming back. There was a lot in a little amount of time, but just not a lot of actual wrestling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Commercial breaks.
A lot of commercial breaks, yeah, but it's all about the money, Enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode of the NoPop Podcast, listening, watching, be sure to stick around for more. We cover it every single week. We've got more PLEs coming up soon. It's a very exciting time to be a WWE fan. Thank you for watching.
NoPop.
NoPop.